So the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir has decided that they were going to make a song talking about how they're coming for your children.
A little cry will convert your children. Then we'll turn to you, giving up the fear inside is freeing like you never knew.
Go and see San Francisco.
Go and turn up that disco.
You'll forget you were ever upset. We'll convert your children and make an ally of you yet. We'll make an ally of you yet. We'll make an ally of you yet.
So I've seen several outlets that have said, well, this is really just a poor attempt at humor. That's what this is. But really, is it humor though? Is it really humor? I mean, a lot of people will say it's funny because it's true, right? That's usually kind of the statement that goes along with that. But in reality, it's really not all that far off. This is something that they're basically doing at this point. I mean, if you haven't been paying attention, you should be. When we're talking about the left grooming children, trying to get them to think along their ways with their woke ideology and politics and everything else, shouldn't come as any surprise that they would actually be coming for our literal children. As much as they may want to pass this off as a joke, I don't think it's a joke at all. Look at Drag Queen Story Hour. That's a big one. That's one of the ones where they bring the drag queens in to read children's books to these kids. Why? Couldn't bring in a professional, couldn't bring in somebody that actually has a life to live up to. Nope, they're going to bring in a man that dresses up as a charade of a woman, because that apparently makes sense to them. The children's shows, by the way, Blue's Clues, so many others that I've covered on this show as well, where they are openly just showing this on Nickelodeon, showing this on these different channels. They are absolutely coming for your children. Pride Month was filled to the brim with all of these different types of shows and whatnot going into kids' programs or different shows that had to bring it up for whatever reason. I'm old enough to remember when the gay people years ago said, we just want to get married. Remember that? Well, it's not hurting you at all. We just want to be able to have the right to some government benefits. A lot of conservatives caved on that one. Now we're seeing the effects of it. Then they start trying to force you to bake a cake. Then they start telling you that you need to teach your kids something this way. Then they start with the trans stuff. Now we're experiencing the mile. We gave them an inch. Now we're experiencing the mile right now. That's what's going on. The thing is that, you think about the argument of the LGBTQ community, and they always say, well, we were born this way. But the fact is that this thing is actually kind of saying something otherwise. It's saying, well, we can just turn your kids gay. We can turn them into us. Bring them our way. We'll make sure they're gay. Or is that argument changed now? Who knows? I guess whatever it is that they need to do to push the narrative. And by the way, this is the exact same choir that was singing a song telling you to get the vaccine.
Vaccinate, vaccinate, make an appointment. Vaccinate, vaccinate, make an appointment. Vaccinate, vaccinate, gets rid of COVID. Vaccinate, vaccinate, gets rid of COVID. Shut the arm, doesn't hurt at all. Gotta make time to go. Gotta make time to go. We're sure, we'll make it to the clinic. Now it's time to vaccinate and take back our world. Line up for size, 6 feet apart, and don't you worry. Don't stay at home, please wear your mask, we've got to hurry. Vaccinate, vaccinate, make an appointment. Vaccinate, vaccinate, make an appointment. Vaccinate, vaccinate, gets rid of COVID. Vaccinate, vaccinate, gets rid of COVID. Vaccinate.
And after I saw this, the first thing that came to my mind is, who in the world wasn't going to get the vaccine that saw this video and then afterwards was like, yeah, I'm going to totally get the vaccine now? I'm pretty sure it's zero. Nobody's doing that. Why did they make this video? I don't know. Whatever it is, there's an agenda here. There's a very clear agenda. It's not just about a vaccine and just about trying to comfort children. This is, and goes much further than that. This is a goal of them saying, you know what, we're going to compose a song. We're going to write a song and we're going to sing it. Basically saying the choir part out loud. That's what this choir is doing. And all of these songs, they're not singing legitimate classical works. That's not what's going on. They're writing songs as propaganda, basically. For what purpose? I don't know. But they're doing that. All of the songs I've heard from this choir are trying to push a specific narrative. Not, and by the way, they're not good singers. As a classically trained person, they're not good singers for a choir. Especially a men's choir. I've heard significantly better than that. It's like a bunch of amateurs getting together to do this. But either way, it just isn't a good look. You have two different videos. And I think they're very related. They're related and attached to the exact same agenda. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.